Oh man, hope you guys are ready for this one. It's crazy, man. It's crazy out here how much so many of these women are lying to guys. It's so deceptive, bro. It's so deceptive. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say every single woman out here in 2025 is toxic. Okay? I'm not going to say they all are doing this, but about 90% of them are, bro. Maybe more. I don't know. And it's bad. It's really bad. But before we get in, because this is going to be a big one, go ahead and hit subscribe right now because I'm dropping videos every day. All right? Look, man, here's the thing. Dating has changed. 2025 dating has changed. Social media and the dating apps have ruined dating. Absolutely ruined it. Because of all the free validation that women are getting constantly. The modern woman, the Western woman, most of them are just, a lot of them are brainwashed. And they're getting so much validation. Women that, you would not even really consider that attractive, generally, are inflating their own value. And they think that they're hotter than they actually are because they're still getting attention, like tons of attention, tons of validation. And a lot of women, if she's an attractive woman, okay, at least a 7 or 8 out of 10, at least, she pretty much has life on easy mode. And women can kind of like double dip here as well. What I mean by that is they can get all the benefits of a woman, a feminine woman, of getting dates paid for, having trips paid for, guys simping on them, right? But then they can also make their own money and have a career, so they can, get the hookups, they get the backstage passes, they get the artist bands at festivals, and they got the boat plugs and all this kind of stuff, right? So women can really double dip. But women are lying to men, bro. Most women are lying to men, even if she seems like a good girl, even if she seems like she has it all together. They're still lying, bro. Deceptive. There's a lot of reasons why. Now, one of the reasons is they say just be yourself. Like, just be yourself. Now, I tell you guys, I do want you to be yourself, because there's a caveat, right? You got to be your authentic self. Yes, to an extent, okay? But what women say they want and what they respond to are two different things. Okay, if you're just vomiting your emotions and you have no emotional control, if you're simping for a woman, basically worshiping the ground that she walks on, putting her on a pedestal, women aren't turned off by this. And I've learned this because I've been blue pilled. I've experienced this myself. Okay, so you have to fine tune some things within how you deal with women. You can't fully just be yourself entirely. Yes, you should. But there's some things that you have to tweak. Do you know what I mean? Because you guys see time and time again, the way you act, it's not getting the job done. It's not working. Okay? A lot of guys act insecure, overly needy, or they're just kind of just, aimlessly drifting through life, right? Now, maybe some women, say looks don't matter, but they filter everything by it. Like, that's the thing they do. Okay, and I think a lot of women really do care about it, despite what they might say. They have really high standards, whether they say it or they don't. Some women will just blatantly, outright say what they want, They want a guy to look a certain way. Like, that's it, right? Even a woman who's not even that attractive herself still has these crazy high standards for how she expects a guy to look. Still going strong on the Bangs, Ring, energy drinks, bro. Bangs are still goated. Some women might say that, personality and character matter the most, but women swipe left on average about 95% of the time, bro. And I'll dish out a ton of likes on Hinge here and there. Like, I don't spend a ton of time on the dating apps, but I spend a few minutes a week. Maybe just I'll go through and look at some girls, right? And I don't get that many matches compared to what I send out. And I mean, there's definitely guys that are better looking, right? But I don't get that many matches. And I'll send out, like, I'll initiate, like, likes and whatnot, right? I still don't. So it's crazy the standards they have. Looks do matter, but they lie about that. There's going to be more women who are straightforward about it, but they do matter. Women also say that, yeah, I don't really play games or anything like that, but they test you constantly. Women always test. Now, part of this is how they're biologically hardwired, right? So some of it is intentional and some of it is like subconscious, right? But they do. They test you constantly. Delayed replies, right, on the text messages. They'll throw you emotional curveballs all the time. But the biggest thing is women really test to see if you'll break frame, okay? You should never really match her. You should never really match her energy, okay? Because then when you do, then you're falling into her frame. Like, what I mean by example is if you're texting a woman and she's using emojis and like exclamation points and stuff, like super excited, you should not respond in kind. You should not respond like equally matching her. Because, and look, I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm not like red pilled hardcore, okay? I'm not hardcore. I did for a long time, but this is some stuff that's real, and I've experienced this, even being like a higher value guy, okay? I've tested this before. And as soon as you do that, what happens? They kind of pull back a little bit, right? Like, it's just how it is, man. They test you constantly. I don't really talk to women about their body count. I don't want to know how many guys they've been with. Sometimes you can kind of get a feel, but they lie about that too. If she tells you, if it's even a topic that you get into, which I don't recommend getting into that topic, she's gonna, whatever number she tells you, she's lying, bro. She can probably pretty much guarantee that you can double whatever she says. Okay. Give me a second. I have sweet potatoes in the oven. I need to turn the oven off. And we're back. So you guys see, I don't do any edits on my videos. We're just raw, baby. We're raw. Not how you should be with these women when you're in bed, okay? Not raw. We don't need to be getting these girls pregnant out here. Protect yourself, gentlemen, always. Women will say, oh, like if it's not working out, it's not you, it's me. When 100% of the time, it's always you. Yep, it's you. Women are just a lot more passive. They're not as assertive and direct as men are, okay? So they lie about that, right? You could have an amazing date, or at least you think the date went amazing, and she'll ghost you after, completely ghost you. Maybe say she wants to hang out, and then she'll just completely ghost you, okay? They will not tell you really how they feel. They won't. They'll ghost. They'll go ghost. They'll go silent. Another thing that women are lying about, bro, is they lie on the dating apps like crazy. Social media and the dating apps, the filters, the pictures they use, the angles. And it really pisses me off because I just started using the dating apps again after not having them for months and honestly years at a time. Just started kind of using it in January, all right? And I'll match with some girls. They look pretty good. Like, let's say like a 7 or 8 on the app. See them in person. They're much larger, or their skin doesn't look as good. Their teeth are jacked up. They're just not as attractive. Literally, a girl who looks like a 7 or 8 on social media or the apps, in person, bro, I'm telling you, it's such a scam, bro. Gosh, dude, I went out with this one girl. Looked like a solid 8 on the app. See her in person. She's supposed to be about 33, which is my age. I see her in person. Bro. She had a pancake ass, bro. Like, I kid you not. Just, I guess apparently she works out a lot, but like her physique was not it, bro. It was not it. And she looked, bro, like she was in her late 30s. I mean, just aged terribly. And when you get around a lot of these women that you meet, bro, from the apps, you can just feel their energy. A lot of them are so damaged, and it's really sad. It's really unfortunate, but this is not me hating on women. I do not hate women. I'm just being direct with you and just telling you the whole situation. Like, this is the reality that we're faced with. Is it's a lie, it's a scam, and you just have to focus on you, do you, constantly improve yourself. And my advice would be, as far as the apps go, if you're going to use it, only Hinge, maybe Bumble. I mean, if you're looking for hookup, maybe Bumble, but maybe Hinge, bro. I would honestly encourage you to just pretty much stay away from the apps altogether, unless she actually looks like a 9 or a 10 on the app. Like, she has to look like a 9 or a 10, because then you have to offset and expect that, okay, if she looks like a 9 or a 10 on the app, then in person she's probably going to be more like a 7, maybe an 8, maybe. Okay, but you gotta account for that, right? Otherwise, dude, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's a scam, bro. So that's going to be the biggest thing, man. I'm telling you. Like, another thing too is women will say, like, they want a guy that's like at least 6 feet, makes a certain amount of money, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? I'm 5'9", okay? I'm 5'9", around 170 or so, right? I don't lie about my height on the app, even though women complain about guys lying. I probably should put that I'm 5'10", but here's the thing. The person is going to meet you in person anyway, eventually. At some point, they're going to meet you. So they're going to see the real you. The truth is going to be exposed. So why are we wasting people's time, energy, and money? It makes no sense. That's why right now I'm just kind of pulling back from sort of using the dating apps, because it's just a freaking poor waste of your time, bro. Your time is so much. Look, here's the thing. Your time, instead of trying to get this low-hanging fruit or women that you think that are decent, your time, the biggest takeaway from this is your time is better spent focusing on building as much value into yourself as you can, working on your appearance, everything, just maximizing just your life, bro, building your life, because then you will eventually be able to get access to a higher tier, higher quality women. Because there are some women out there, they're just not like probably like around your city, right? There are other countries, they're in other places, other, you could, but you're not at that point yet where you actually have access to those women. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like I'm not even quite there either, but I'm on the same journey with you guys. I mean, women that I would be interested in that hit my standards. I feel like they're not really seeing me right now, right? Because we're not there yet. But we're on our way. And, you just have to understand that they're lying, bro. And there's a double standard. Like, so many women think that they deserve or rate a certain, whatever, because they see on social media, and they think that they themselves aren't even that attractive. They don't, like, what are they even bringing to the table? So I think a lot of you guys try to give too many women the benefit of the doubt. You guys are out here stressing about these girls who are just completely getting ran through and, have all kinds of baggage and dark energy and lots of unhealed trauma. Don't even waste your time, bro. It's not even worth it. They genuinely are lying to a lot of guys. Now, there are maybe some good women out here that you can find. I have yet to really meet very many at all. So, stay safe out here, fellas. Protect yourself. Stop simping for these women out here. Focus on you. And the more you continue to level up, because it's a real thing. Hypergamy is a real thing. Keep doing your thing, bro. And let me know in the comments what you guys have experienced with these women out here. I want to know about your experience. Let's chat about it. Subscribe if you're not already. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.